On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Glance.
To give a quick or brief look, to hit something at an angle.
Examples:
Glance around nervously. Glance at him miserably. I casually glanced into the small hut.
Sculpture.
The art of creating three-dimensional objects or forms, typically by carving, modeling, or casting in a variety of materials such as stone, wood, metal, or clay.
Examples:
Create sculpture. Abstract sculpture. The ancient Greek sculptures are known for their realism and attention to detail.
Bleach.
To remove color or stains, whiten, or sterilize using a solution of chemicals or other substances, such as bleach.
Examples:
Bleach stains. Bleach hair. I need to bleach the shirt to remove the stains.
Mahogany.
A reddish-brown hardwood that is prized for its strength, durability, and beauty, often used in furniture making and other decorative applications.
Examples:
Mahogany furniture. Mahogany finish. The antique desk was made of rich mahogany wood, adding to its timeless beauty.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Naval.
Of or relating to ships, sailors, or the Navy.
Examples:
Naval battles. Naval base. The naval officer was responsible for the safety and well-being of the crew on his ship.
Homicide.
The act or instance of killing another person, murder, manslaughter, or other unlawful violent killings.
Examples:
Mass homicide. Serial homicide. The detective was called to investigate a homicide in the city.
Detective.
A person whose job it is to find out information about crimes and find out who did them.
Examples:
Detective work. Detective movie. The detective diligently pursued his cases.
Trauma.
An emotional wound or shock often has long-lasting effects caused by a highly upsetting or shocking experience.
Examples:
Psychic trauma. Trauma care. Many civilians have suffered trauma as a result of the war.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb, to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
Nurse practitioner. A volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Flash.
A sudden intense burst of radiant energy, a momentary brightness.
Examples:
A flash of lightning. Brilliant flash. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Talent.
A natural ability to be good at something. Someone who has a natural ability to be good at something.
Examples:
A person of diverse talents. Raw talent. Numerous great professional sports talents have come from this city.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
Crush coffee beans. Crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Urgency.
The quality of being very important and needing to be dealt with immediately.
Examples:
Urgency in the use of force. Matter of urgency. She departed hurriedly because of some significant urgency in their affairs.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor, the basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sites are within walking distance.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples:
A profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Reframe.
To reinterpret, rephrase, or redefine an issue, situation, or question in a different way.
Examples:
reframe resource allocation, reframe problem. The therapist tried to reframe his negative thoughts.
Ongoing.
Continuing to exist or develop, or currently happening.
Examples:
still ongoing, ongoing support. The new Prime Minister has vowed to take measures against the ongoing economic crisis.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
an abstract noun, abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Monument.
A statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
humanities monument, monument honoring. The stone monument was built to commemorate the war heroes.
Marble.
A hard crystalline metamorphic rock that has a pattern of lines going through it and takes a high polish used for sculpture and as building material. A small ball made of stone, especially one used in children's games.
Examples:
marble statues, artificial marble. The floor was made of white and black marble arranged in a checkerboard pattern. Context. The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
historical context, legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision. Architectural. Of or relating to the design and construction of buildings and other structures and the features and style of such structures.
Examples:
study architectural engineering. Beautiful architectural landmarks. The architectural style of the building was a mix of modern and traditional. Icon. A picture or statue of a holy person considered to be a sacred thing, a little icon on the screen of a computer or smartphone that denotes an application or a file.
Examples:
icon for young people. Television icon. Some comic book characters are considered gay icons.
Wholly.
Completely, entirely, or fully.
Examples:
Wholly unaware. Entrust wholly. He spoke wholly about his experience.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Skeptic.
A person who doubts or questions the truth of specific claims, beliefs, or doctrines, especially those in religion or the supernatural.
Examples:
An ingrained skeptic. Climate skeptic. He was a skeptic who doubted the existence of supernatural phenomena.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Practical.
Of or connected with actual use or real situation rather than with theory and ideas.
Examples:
Practical English. Gain practical experience. Her concept is highly practical and helpful.
Aesthetic.
Connected with the enjoyment or study of beauty.
Examples:
Aesthetic value. Aesthetic feeling. My aesthetic standards are quite different from hers.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Portrait.
A painting, picture, the likeness of a person, especially one showing the face.
Examples:
A portrait painter. Portrait of a well-known figure. A well-known artist painted this lovely lady's portrait.
Nail.
A thin, pointed piece of metal with a flat head used for fastening things together, the thin hard layer covering and protecting the outer tip of the fingers or toes.
Examples:
Rusty nail. Nail clipper. He used a hammer and round nail to fix the loose board on the fence.
Unbroken.
Continuous and not interrupted, of promises or contracts, not violated or disregarded.
Examples:
An unbroken horse. Unbroken chain. He enjoyed the unbroken quiet of the afternoon at the villa.
Sew.
To join, fasten, or repair two pieces of something by putting the thread through them with a needle.
Examples:
Sew with thread. Sew a button. My mother taught me how to sew.
Thread.
A fine cord of natural or synthetic fibers or filaments, such as cotton or nylon, used in sewing, knitting, or weaving. A series of connected messages or comments on a social media platform or online forum, often related to a particular topic. A sequence or line of events, ideas, or actions that are connected or related. Verb: to pass a thread through a needle or other small opening, in preparation for sewing or stitching.
Examples:
Thread a catheter. Start a new thread. The detective followed a thread of clues which ultimately led to the suspect's arrest.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Elicit.
To obtain information or a reaction from someone, usually with difficulty.
Examples:
Elicit a confession. Elicit a solution. Have you elicited a response from them yet?
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Radiology.
The branch of medicine that uses medical imaging technologies such as X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, and ultrasound to diagnose and treat diseases and injuries.
Examples:
Interventional radiology. Diagnostic radiology. The patient underwent a radiology scan to diagnose their medical condition.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Discern.
To see, perceive, or understand something that is not obvious.
Examples:
discern the big picture. Discern friend from foe. Parents need to help their children discern right and wrong.
Discreet.
Characterized by the ability to keep secrets or maintain confidentiality, showing prudence, tact, or reserve in behavior or speech, not likely to draw attention or cause offense.
Examples:
discreet manner. Discreet conversation. He was discreet with the sensitive information he had been entrusted with.
Abnormal.
Not typical, usual, or regular, especially in a way that is bad.
Examples:
abnormal heart rhythms. Abnormal cells. An abnormal climate in the region caused a sharp decline in grain harvest.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
a dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Absence.
The fact or condition of being away from a place where they are typically anticipated to be.
Examples:
absence from work. A leave of absence. Another critical factor of child poverty is the father's absence.
Intelligent.
Having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree.
Examples:
an intelligent person. Intelligent assisting system. Intelligent robots that can cooperate with humans have limited motor output for safety.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Articulate.
To express oneself clearly and effectively in spoken or written language.
Examples:
Articulate his position. Eloquently articulate. She was able to articulate her argument in the debate clearly.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples.
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Memo.
A short written message or communication intended for internal use within an organization or company.
Examples.
A memo pad. Memo content. I received a memo from the CEO outlining the new company policies.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples.
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples.
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Terrorism.
The use of violence to attain political or religious goals, or to compel a government to act.
Examples.
Terrorism against civilians. Anti-terrorism bill. Democracy is utterly opposed to any form of terrorism.
Purification.
The process of removing impurities, contaminants, or pollutants from something, often through a chemical or physical process. The act of cleansing or purging morally or spiritually.
Examples.
Purification technology. Air purification. The water purification system removed all contaminants and made the water safe to drink.
Temple.
A place of worship, especially one that is associated with a particular religion or faith, the flat area on either side of the forehead.
Examples.
Temple complex. A tour guide at the temple. He visited the temple to pray and make offerings to the gods.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples.
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Sweeping.
Extensive, broad, or far-reaching in scope or impact, characterized by a vigorous or forceful movement, often involving wide motions or gestures.
Examples.
Sweeping changes. Sweeping landscapes. The sweeping views from the mountaintop were breathtaking.
Gesture.
A movement of the hands, head, or face that express a particular meaning.
Examples:
Gesture of goodwill. Hand gesture. She made a facial gesture to express disagreement.
Expel.
To officially force someone to leave a school, organization, or country.
Examples:
Expel him from his native country. Expel air from the lungs. He took a big drag of his cigarette and slowly expelled the smoke.
Sin.
The offense against a religious or moral law or against God.
Examples:
Forgive a sin. Sin of omission. Some overzealous environmentalists claim celebrities are committing carbon dioxide sins.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Differ.
To be not like someone or something in some way.
Examples:
Differ from the majority. Differ according to species. The two products differed in their quality and price.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Lurk.
To wait somewhere secretly, especially because you are about to attack someone or do something bad or illegal.
Examples:
Lurked behind the words. Lurk in the darkness. In the city, the risk of traffic accidents lurks at every corner.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Collar.
A band of material worn around the neck, typically forming part of a shirt or jacket.
Examples:
Collar of a shirt. Collar of a dog. He put on his collar and tie before leaving for work.
Rethink.
To consider again a plan, idea, etc., especially to change it.
Examples:
Rethink a marketing plan. Rethink the role of the manager. We have to rethink our company's product lineup for further growth.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Synchronicity.
The simultaneous occurrence of seemingly unrelated events that are connected in a meaningful way, suggesting the presence of a deeper, more significant pattern or purpose.
Examples:
Synchronicity theory. Synchronicity effect. The occurrence of events in synchronicity is often taken as a sign of divine intervention.
Align.
To put or arrange two or more things in a straight line or to form a straight line.
Examples:
Align the economic interest of each other. Align with a historical trend. Both parties are now entirely ideologically aligned.
Install.
To fix furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position so that it can be used, put into an office or a position.
Examples:
Install a door. Install a chairperson. The new president was installed immediately after the national election.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something, to give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Battery.
A device that is placed inside a car, gadget, equipment, etc., and that provides electrical power to them.
Examples:
A dry battery. Battery charging. The engine did not start because the battery was flat.
Symmetry.
Balance or proportion in design or structure, with elements arranged evenly on either side of an axis.
Examples:
Bilateral symmetry. Axial symmetry. The building had a symmetry pattern that was pleasing to the eye.
Artwork.
The pieces of art, such as pictures and photographs used in books, magazines, etc.
Examples:
Ancient artwork. Artwork conservation. Videos documenting the process of creating this pencil artwork have been popular worldwide.
Necessity.
The state or fact of being needed, anything indispensable.
Examples:
In great necessity. The necessity of the concrete measure. He emphasized the necessity of immediate action.
Contingency.
A future event or circumstance that is possible but not certain, an eventuality, a plan or strategy that is put into place in the event that a particular situation arises.
Examples:
Emergency contingency, contingency fund. We need to have a contingency plan in case of an emergency.
Foresee.
To perceive or predict, to anticipate or expect something to happen in the future.
Examples:
Foresee the consequences. Foresee challenges. I foresee a problem arising if we don't address this issue now.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Fireplace.
A structure made of brick, stone, or metal designed to contain a fire and provide heat, often found in the center of a room or against a wall.
Examples:
Fireplace mantle. Cozy fireplace. I love sitting by the fireplace and reading a good book on a cold winter evening.
Candlelight.
Light provided by a candle or candles.
Examples:
Candlelight dinner. Candlelight vigil. The room was dimly lit by soft candlelight.
Accurate.
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
Provide accurate information. Accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Mantle.
A layer of rock between the surface and the core of a planet or moon, a loose sleeveless cloak or shawl. The responsibilities of an important position or job that passes from one person to another.
Examples:
Mantle of power. Mantle of the presidency. The mantle layer on Mars is much thinner than on Earth.
Counterintuitive.
Contrary to what common sense would suggest.
Examples:
Counterintuitive results. Counterintuitive behavior. The counterintuitive nature of quantum physics has been a source of confusion for scientists for decades.
Eyewitness.
Someone who sees an event, especially a crime or accident, happen and can describe what happened.
Examples:
A memory of an eyewitness. Eyewitness report. The eyewitness testimony was crucial in solving the case.
Flip.
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Occupant.
A person who lives or works at a particular place for a long time or who was born there.
Examples:
Illegal occupant. Rear seat occupants. He found graffiti left by a previous occupant of the house.
Drown.
To die or cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater.
Examples:
Drown in a bath. I was drowned in work. Floods have the potential to drown any subsurface animals easily.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Instinctively.
As a matter of nature or intuition rather than thought or training.
Examples:
Instinctively grab the knife. Instinctively bad with children. Some researchers claim that even humans can instinctively sense earthquakes.
Investigator.
A person whose job is to conduct an investigation or inquiry into something, often to gather information or evidence.
Examples:
Private investigator. Clinical investigator. The forensic investigator collected DNA samples from the crime scene to identify the perpetrator.
Apparent.
Able to see or understand easily or clearly.
Examples:
Heir apparent. Apparent contradiction. This star is apparent to the naked eye.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Accidental.
Happening or existing by chance or unintentionally.
Examples:
Accidental death. Cover accidental damage. This system prevents accidental deletion of data.
Watt.
A standard unit for measuring electrical power.
Examples:
30-watt light bulb. Watt per square meter. Several hectares of land are needed to generate more than 1 megawatt solar power.
Totem.
A sacred object or symbol that represents a person, family, clan, or community, often used in indigenous cultures as part of a belief system or religious practice.
Examples:
Tribal totem. Animal totem. The totem pole symbolized the tribe's culture and history, depicting important figures and events.
Pole.
One of two antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface, a long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole. The plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Blanket.
A large piece of soft material used to cover or wrap a person or thing to keep them warm. Adjective, broad in scope or content.
Examples:
Blanket authority. Blanket scarf. The electric blanket keeps me warm on cold nights.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Picnic.
An outdoor meal or social gathering where food is served and eaten in nature, typically in a park, forest, or other outdoor settings.
Examples:
Picnic basket. Picnic table. The family enjoyed a lovely picnic in the park on a sunny day.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
Similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Instruct.
To teach someone practical skills or knowledge, to formally order or tell someone to do something.
Examples:
Instruct a student. Instruct a computer. The facility manager instructed the security guards to be on high alert.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Chart.
A visual display of information such as a diagram, lists of figures, etc., a map designed to assist navigation by air or sea.
Examples:
A weather chart. A statistical chart. This pie chart represents our market share.
Balloon.
A small bag made of thin rubber or other light material that can be inflated with air or gas, used as a toy or as a decoration. Verb, to become inflated.
Examples:
Balloon ride. Balloon into a severe political problem. The satellite balloon slowly ascended into the sky.
Assist.
To help someone in doing anything.
Examples:
Assist a patient. Assist his goal. Please assist her with the furniture relocation.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples:
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
Keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Necessitate.
To make something necessary or essential, to require something as a condition or consequence.
Examples:
Necessitate compromise. Necessitate action. The new law will necessitate changes in our current procedures.
Overhaul.
A thorough examination, evaluation, or inspection of something, often with the intent of making necessary improvements, a major reorganization or restructuring of a system or process. Verb: to thoroughly examine, repair, and improve something to ensure that it is functioning properly and up to standard.
Examples:
Overhaul process. Vehicle overhaul. The mechanic suggested an overhaul of the engine to improve performance.
Brick.
A rectangular block of baked clay used as a building material.
Examples:
Brick wall. Dressed brick. The wall was made of hard bricks that had been used for centuries.
Astute.
Having the ability to assess situations or people accurately and to act accordingly, mentally sharp or clever, showing practical wisdom or shrewdness.
Examples:
Astute decision making. Astute businessman. His astute observation allowed him to catch the mistake before anyone else did.
Subtle.
Not readily apparent or visible.
Examples:
Subtle changes. A subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Invaluable.
Extremely useful, important, or valuable, describing something that cannot be measured in terms of monetary or material worth.
Examples:
Invaluable support. Invaluable resource. The advice given by my mentor was invaluable in my career.
Entirety.
The state of being complete or whole, the total extent or scope of something.
Examples:
The entirety of the situation. The entirety of the book. They refused to accept the proposal in its entirety, demanding revisions.
Nuanced.
Characterized by subtle differences in appearance, meaning, sound, etc.
Examples:
Nuanced view. The common but nuanced opinion. The sommelier can distinguish nuanced variants in the flavor of the wine.
Unmistakable.
Clearly recognizable, impossible to mistake or misunderstand.
Examples:
Find unmistakable evidence. Unmistakable difference. His talent for singing is unmistakable.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
Innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Amazement.
A state of great surprise or wonder caused by something extraordinary or unexpected.
Examples:
Express amazement. Feeling of amazement. The magician's disappearing act left the audience in amazement.
Astonishment.
A feeling of very great surprise.
Examples:
Blink in astonishment. Struck with astonishment. They stood rooted in astonishment for a while.
Anchor.
A device, typically made of metal, that is used to moor a ship or boat in a particular place, typically by being dropped to the seabed, a central cohesive source of support and stability.
Examples:
Anchor bolt. Anchor weight. The ship dropped anchor in the bay.
Uncharted.
Not mapped or surveyed, unknown or unexplored, without a clear or definite course of action.
Examples:
Uncharted wilderness. Uncharted waters. The explorer ventured into uncharted territory, not knowing what to expect.
Paramilitary.
Relating to or resembling a military organization, but not part of a country's regular armed forces.
Examples:
Paramilitary personnel. Paramilitary operation. The paramilitary group was responsible for maintaining security in the region.
Troop.
A group of soldiers, especially a large one, a group of people, animals, or things considered as a unit.
Examples:
The members of a military troop. A troop of deer. The troop of soldiers marched through the city in a parade.
Caregiving.
The act of providing care and support for someone who is ill, disabled, or elderly.
Examples:
Caregiving process. Caregiving responsibilities. She devoted her life to caregiving, looking after her aging parents.
Misunderstand.
To interpret or understand something in the wrong way.
Examples:
Misunderstand each other. Misunderstand entirely about her. You should not misunderstand the meaning of freedom.
Dough.
A mixture of flour, liquid, and other ingredients, typically used to make bread, pastry, or pasta.
Examples:
Work dough. Dough for pastry. She mixed flour, yeast, sugar, and water to make dough for the bread.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples.
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples.
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples.
Convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Observable.
That can be noticed or seen.
Examples.
Observable change. Experimentally observable. Any theorem relies on both observable fact and assumption.
Sentinel.
A person or thing that stands guard or keeps watch, a soldier or guard who stands watch to provide security.
Examples.
Sentinel duty. Sentinel lymph node. The security camera acted as a sentinel, monitoring the area for suspicious activity.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples.
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples.
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Adversity.
Difficulties or hardships that someone faces.
Examples.
Environmental adversity. Struggling with adversity. The team demonstrated great resilience in the face of adversity and won the game.
Affirmative.
Indicating agreement, support, or confirmation, positive or assertive in tone.
Examples.
Affirmative decision. Affirmative action. The teacher gave an affirmative nod to let the student know they had answered the question correctly.
Spectrum.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples.
A broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
extraordinary ability, extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Absent.
Not present in a particular place at a particular time.
Examples:
absent-minded, absent without leave. He was absent from the meeting and missed all the important updates.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with a desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
creative writing, barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Forge.
To fashion or shape metal by heating it and hammering it into shape, to create or develop something new or original, to form strong bonds or relationships with others.
Examples:
forge an alliance, forge iron. She had to forge her father's signature on the permission slip because he was out of town.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
a writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.